The reflection time on Holy Saturday, it just hits a little differently. Jesus' lifeless body has been placed in a tomb. Many tears have been shed by friends and loved ones. The world had to have seemed very cold. There's really not a lot shared in the Gospels about Holy Saturday. We do see in Matthew an entry regarding Holy Saturday and the guard at the tomb. Let's read that together today. It's Matthew chapter 27, verses 62 through 66. And as usual, we're going to read this out of the NIV today. The guard at the tomb. The next day, the one after preparation day, the chief priest and the Pharisees went to Pilate. "Sir," they said, "we remember that while he was still alive, the deceiver said, 'After 3 days I will rise again.' So give the order for the tomb to be made secure until the 3rd day. Otherwise, his disciples may come and steal the body and tell the people that he has been raised from the dead. This last deception will be worse than the first." "Take a guard," Pilate answered. "Go make the tomb as secure as you know how." So they went and they made the tomb secure by putting a seal on the stone and posting a guard. We'll also take a look at that same scripture in the Life Application NIV Study Bible. The religious leaders took Jesus' resurrection claims more seriously than the disciples did. The disciples didn't remember Jesus' teaching about his resurrection, but the religious leaders remembered and took steps that they thought would prevent it, or at least a fabrication of it. Because of his claims, they were almost as afraid of Jesus after his death as they were when he was alive. They tried to take every precaution that his body would remain in the tomb. Because the tomb was made out of rocks and the side of a hill, there was only one entrance. The tomb was sealed by stringing a cord across the stone that was rolled over the entrance. The cord was sealed at each end with clay, but the religious leaders took a further precaution by asking that a guard be placed at the tomb's entrance. The Pharisees failed to understand that no rock, no seal, no guard, or even an army could prevent the Son of God from rising again. So as we sit in prayer and in reflection on this Holy Saturday, I have a song for you to meditate on. I'm going to read you the lyrics here today, but I also am going to put a link in the show notes so that you can listen to this beautiful song that I think perfectly and brutally illustrates a Christian's heart in the raw emotions of this song by Stuart, Townend. I'm confident you're familiar with this song. How deep the Father's love for us, how vast beyond all measure, that he should give his only Son to make a wretch his treasure. How great the pain of searing loss. The Father turns his face away, as the wounds which marred the chosen one bring many sons to glory. Behold the man upon the cross, my sin upon his shoulders. Ashamed I hear my mocking voice call out among the scoffers. It was my sin that held him there until it was accomplished. His dying breath has brought me life. I know that it is finished. I will not boast in anything, no gifts, no power, and no wisdom, but I will boast in Jesus Christ, his death and resurrection. Why should I gain from his reward? I cannot find an answer, but this I know with all my heart, that his wounds have paid my ransom. On this Holy Saturday, to many it may have appeared that death had won a victory, but as Christ's followers, we know that heaven still holds its breath. And while we wait, I'm reminded of Psalms 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. As we wait in anticipation for the joyful conclusion of this week, I pray that you take a moment in silent reflection on this Holy Saturday. Be still and take care.